All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Empty Podcast. For some reason, I bet like 2 weeks ago, I was the one to open up the podcast, but I feel like I'm a little out of practice. No, I feel like I definitely stole the reins from Will last week after I screamed about Michaels. That was beautiful.
I totally forgot about that.
The best.
That might have been 2 weeks ago, actually. I can't even keep track of time at this point.
I've ever heard.
And I want everyone to know, first off, my name's Rebecca, and I'm joined by my two amazing, lovely, beautiful, beautiful co-hosts. I'm feeling lovey today, apparently.
I'll change that, don't worry.
Okay. Introduce yourself.
Why do we need to introduce ourselves? They already know who we are.
What if this is the first episode they're listening to?
Then go back to episode 1.
Okay,
we said our names.
We
said our names at episode 1. Go back and listen.
All right.
That's how we get them to start from the beginning, Becca, and then they may as well just keep listening from the start.
Why don't you just pretend to be Max Verstappen since you want me to talk about him so bad?
Hi, my name is Max. What was his last name?
Verstappen.
Verstappen?
Verstappen with a V.
Hi, my name is Mr. Verstappen.
What's it like to be the number one F1 driver in the world right now, Mr. Verstappen?
My girlfriend's a supermodel, and she's only with me because I have a nice dick.
Yeah, the Dutch apparently have nice dicks. What a way to open up the podcast. Actually, we're doing more research on that one. But we have an amazing show ahead of us, but I have been peer pressured. I have a Reba reviews planned in, you know what, if I get enough balls, if I grow some balls somehow, I will talk about F1 because I have recently, one, realized I'm pansexual, and two, become obsessed with F1 racing. So those actually go together really fucking well.
How?
Just two peas in a pod. F1 racing and being queer.
Does the F in F1 racing mean fuck?
Yeah. So it makes no fucking sense, but I have been told I'm an adrenaline junkie, so I'm just gonna blame it on that. And I just love... I mean, it was the Netflix documentary that got me into it. So don't get me wrong. I don't know anyone who watched it before that. So I was not introduced to the culture until recently. And I'm a documentary whore. So I watched it, and I've actually watched all 3 seasons of this documentary through twice.
Jesus.
Just because I really like it. And now I'm watching the races as much as I can, or the race highlights, and I started using Twitter again, just for F1 updates. And I'm a little ashamed of myself, but you know what? I'm okay with it. And as I was saying before the podcast, me and my roommate George, we're talking about how Max Verstappen, one of the best race car drivers, is
a basic ass white
I can't say it. I can't say it because I love him. I can't do that to
white
him.
Guy.
No, I can't. He's ugly handsome.
He looks like there's like the photo that you sent us looks like he like tried forcing a fart and then it ended up being like a nugget. Popped down. He looks absolutely regretted.
That makes me sad. That makes me sad because that's just his face. I could never say that about him because I think he's wonderful. I've never met the person and I don't know him at all.
Yeah,
but I'm like, he's
true.
good at driving a car, and I know some Dutch people. They're pretty cool. And then he has a supermodel girlfriend, and good for him. Good for him.
But don't most Dutch people have 2 lips? He only has 1.
I thought he had 2.
Get it? Because the Dutch, the 2 lips,
Oh, God.
Aha!
Oh, God.
Aha!
Wait, I'm going to flash up on the screen my face reaction to Faith's joke right there. And Faith, it's the third photo of Max Verstappen that I sent, just so you know. Just that utter disgust. And so I am not going to go into detail about my love for F1 and my thoughts on the teams and the drivers, because I do have favorites. And I do have favorite, like, managers of the team and that kind of stuff. If you guys want to hear my opinion on F1 racing, I think you'll hate it. But you can leave a thumbs up, and I'll consider it. I'll consider talking about my baby boy Carlos and Max.
I don't know. I think it would be pretty interesting if you kind of got into this niche thing that you're into and teach us all about it.
Did you just call F1 racing niche?
For you, it's because
for
Becca.
the gays.
No, for you it is.
No,
because
for the
you know
whites,
what?
BB.
Now you're listening to you were watching F1 when you can. You're playing Fortnite now, and you're pansexual. Like, what's going on with you? You've changed.
I don't know.
Becca is going through the queer phase.
You know what people always say to me, which is hilarious? They say if I was born a man, I would have been like the worst frat boy. Like, I'd be such a frat boy, it would not even be funny. And I was like, fuck.
You know, that's true.
I would be.
That is 100% true. I can't even argue with you about that.
That means I have fuck boy energy.
You do.
Fuck girl energy?
Wait. Will, why were you so truthful there? You didn't even think about it for a single second.
No
like,
hesitation.
No, you do. You are a fuckboy.
Congratulations, you've opened up and you
Oh
realized.
my god. And speaking of fuckboys, I mean, I'm just gonna talk about this briefly. As a fuckboy, I called someone on TikTok as a joke a fuckboy. I said he was a fuckboy on TikTok, and my video got removed.
You know, probably got
first
taken down by him.
I wish I just got some clout for it. Like, it had like over 1,000 views or something like that, and I was like, at least give me a couple. Like, the last podcast had 0 views. At least give me a couple over here, man. If I'm going to create controversy, I at least want a little backlash and some popularity on my end. Maybe I just have to start going for, like, the higher ups. If I start to fight Trisha Paytas.
Oh, God.
You know, if you want to start some friction, just head into, like, the political, like, area of Twitter and just go fucking nuts. I've already started. No one's responded to me yet.
My thing is, I'm having trouble understanding, the fans of F1 racing.
I mean, you're
to
one
me,
of them.
in my mind, I know that's where my confusion comes from. In my mind, I think that it's all conservative white people, and I know that's not true. That or just conservative people in general. I think like I'm a terrible person. I'm like, no. You gotta be small-minded to race, right? It's just one of those things that you correlate together. I think of like hillbilly NASCAR, and that is not what F1 is. F1 is redneck? High fucking class. Yeah, F1 is not redneck, and I know that. But as someone who's never been to an F1 race, of which I really want to go to next year's Montreal Grand Prix.
Hey, my brother lives
for
there.
F1.
He watches.
So I'll go hang out with your brother, and we'll go to the F1 race, and I'll meet some of my favorite race car drivers, which is totally never gonna happen, but
I feel like
I just don't know who the fans are, right? Like, so if I start talking about F1 on the pod and someone who like knows F1 starts listening, they're gonna be like, go fuck yourself, you queer piece of shit. How dare you say Max Verstappen is ugly handsome? He is just handsome. I'd be like, I agree. Don't attack me. I'm sorry. I said Carlos's last name wrong. Sorry, Lewis Hamilton's #1 in the world, but Max Verstappen's kicking his ass right now, even though he got 13th last week. But we're not going to talk about it, even though I just started talking about what you get me started on the F1, boys. I turn the frat boy energy turns up, and I can't stop. Someone take over. Faith, ask me a question. Welcome to your Faith's Inquisition. Someone help me.
Nice segue. Say a number between 1 and 50.
Who?
Did you say 2?
I said who?
Either one of you.
You.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Between 1 and 50?
Yeah.
47.
Fuck off.
I knew you were going to get mad at me for saying it.
I'm kind of feeling like 46.
Are you kidding me? That's a bitch slut move. I'm just going to do one off from yours. Let's do 46.
Let's do 46?
It better be a good question this week. I don't want to know my worst habit. I'm not exposing that. What if Max Verstappen is listening? I have to impress him so he can be in a throuple with me and my boyfriend.
Oh, would he?
Has similar. No, Sam would never. But they're both blonde hair, blue-eyed, tall-ish men.
I don't judge. Oh, we sound like we're not liking 46. Should we do 48?
Sure, let's do 48.
You just don't want to do 47. Can we at least know what 46 was?
Yeah, can
46
you dish?
was the, how old were you when your parents had the talk with you kind of thing.
Oh.
A very
My
generic...
parents never had the talk with me.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Real. Did you have your mom give you...
I had a talk. I had many talks, actually. I had one with my mom, and then one with my stepdad, one with my dad,
Awkward.
and one with my 2 lesbian aunts.
Wow. That was a roller coaster.
Yeah, like, the one with my mom was like...
I remember the 2 lesbian aunts conversation. I remember what they said to you because that stuck with me.
Oh,
do you want to talk about that at all?
Oh.
Do we want to giggle about it, or is it TMI?
Yes.
Oh, I can, if we're actually answering question 46 now. Maybe this was good.
Ask question 6.
Okay,
this is actually a great story that made me laugh so fucking hard. Because, okay, well, how old were you? You have to set the scene.
Oh my god, let me think back. When did I come out?
Why'd you say it?
You were 14, right?
Come out.
Were you 14 or
Yeah,
15?
I think I was like 14 or 15, some age like that. Around those
I was
ages.
age 22 when it came out as an F1 fan, so I don't know if you're gay.
Brave right important. There. That was a brave move. We applaud you for that. So it would have been in grade 10. So however old I was in grade 10, that's how old I was.
It was 6 years ago?
Sure.
That age.
Yeah.
I think it was 8.
Okay, it doesn't matter. He was young. Okay, imagine preteen, awkward, acne face or something. I bet you were beautiful.
Wow, so. You knew me at that time. Oh, no. I was like, you didn't know. I know. I just fucking corrected myself. Can you give me a fucking break, please? I'm about to tell a very revealing, sensitive story here.
Go off, Seth.
I'm being canceled again. Second time this week.
Just comes naturally, doesn't it, Becca? So, I used to, during the summer, I would go over to my aunt's apartment and I would watch their dogs for them and they would give me money. So it was just like watching their dogs. I'd chill in the apartment for the weekend. Nothing crazy. And then...
You're kidding? That sounds amazing.
Oh, it really wasn't. I just kept the place clean. That's all I did.
Yeah.
I lived like a normal adult for 2 days of my life, and that was the best for me because I always wanted to move out and live on my own. Anyways, so my aunts came to pick me up one morning from my country house, and they took me back to their apartment. But in the city, okay. That didn't really matter, to be totally honest. I was adding some flair to the fucking story. Because what matters is the trip between my house and the city. So I had just come out, I think it was the week before or something like that. Becky, you hyped this story up so much, I don't think it's that good anymore.
I think it's hilarious.
Okay, so we get in the car. I get in the car. It's not we. And it's my one aunt.
Actually, I'm there, so...
yeah, Becca's actually there, too. So she's, like, a witness to this. She, you know. So...
Even though she had no idea who you were at the point.
She was just kind of there. I didn't know who she was either.
It was a fever dream.
I was a throuple with your gay aunts.
Oh, God. No. Okay. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
sorry, guys.
No worries. They don't need to hear that. It's fine. So we get in the car and we're turning down a street, and she goes about saying something like, you know, I can recommend a lot of gay authors. And I was a little confused, or what? Basically, she was implying that I should read books from more gay authors. Or just
You're like, why would I even read?
Who the fuck reads anymore?
Reading in this
Go
economy?
play Pokemon.
Pokemon
No, it's
Go,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my god, if I had Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links back then, I would have never talked to anyone. Anyways.
You would have carried the fucking dual disc everywhere with you.
I had a dual disc when I was a kid, and I loved it.
Back to the story. Tell me about your butt.
And then so I was like, oh, okay, sure. And she was like, yeah, there's a lot of people that can kind of like tell you about, you know, the ins and outs of gay sex. And I was like, oh, all right. And she was like, you know, always use a condom. And like some people are a giver and some people are a taker. And you can always just like try with a finger first. Like just try with a finger and see if it's comfortable, because not everyone can take it.
Oh, like I just can't imagine sitting in the car, like my mouth would be so fucking sealed shut. I'd be like, oh my fucking god, why the fuck are they saying this? I'd be like, oh my god.
Did they expect to just be like, okay, and then reach down and start like, bruh?
It was just, oh my god, it was...
What was your reaction? Did you say anything?
Oh, I was literally so uncomfortable, and I was just like, sure, okay. Really? Okay.
Sure. I'll tell you how it goes.
Yeah,
Do you want me to
I'll
try
report
it
back.
out?
I'll leave the report on your desk.
I'll let you know when I get back.
And so they were like, yeah, you know, we can take you to gay bars and gay clubs. You can, and I think I was like fucking 15 at the time. And I was like, I don't want to go with my aunts who need to like fucking, they need to travel on scooters. Like, so it's not the easiest to travel with them to begin with. But I feel like you wouldn't want to go into a club having to use a scooter.
Wait, they're lesbians who ride scooters to the gay bars?
The gayest thing.
If they go to
that
gay
is
bars.
Iconic.
And it was just so fucking uncomfortable.
I love that.
Like,
I really do.
Can we put an F in the group chat?
Yeah, everyone a little F for Will's loss of the sanity for that moment. I don't know if we can get any better than that story. Like, I don't know why you don't think it's that funny. I think it's hilarious.
I'm like, I've told it like 10 times now, so I'm...
I mean,
how I am.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I do relate. Did I tell you that my brother gave me the sex talk?
No.
When I was like 12.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, when I was 12.
That might be worse.
His
what
version
is with family? I just don't wanna.
Yeah.
No, bro. Literally, no, bro.
Step bro, what are you doing? No.
Ah!
No, and his way of telling me, like, the sex, like, giving me the sex talk was giving me a good, detailed, you know, like, autobiography about all of his sexcapades. Meanwhile, he was like...
My jaw is dropped.
Yeah, it was...
No.
Traumatizing, to say the least. So,
all right.
Yeah, so he...
Let's move on from that. Wow.
Are you sure? This was an Easter conversation.
Like, on Easter?
Yeah.
Why is Easter your favorite holiday? These sound like terrible things.
Because the funniest shit happens during Easter in my family.
I don't see eye to eye with you on this one.
See,
But yeah,
the
my
only
brother
thing I
talked to me
remember-
about him getting his dick wet. It was great.
No. The one thing I remember from that entire conversation with him was how he met a woman, like an older woman, at a bar, and she took him home, and then she whipped out a feather and bent over and went, "Tickle my taint," and then he walked out. Like, he left. He was gone, and that was literally my sex talk. I think Will's is better.
All right, so if you guys want to tell us about your funny stories, let us know in the
Unfortunate
comments or tweet us
sex
at
stories.
The Empty Podcast, because I don't know if it can get worse than those. Maybe it's just because I haven't experienced the talk at all with anyone.
Hashtag
My
tickle
mom was
my
like,
taint.
you fucking know.
So, Becca.
Faith, why do you always do that?
So
Did you say my name well?
I did. So, like, when a girl and a boy really love each other,
No.
sometimes
That is...
they lay down in bed and they wrestle a little bit. And, you know,
With their
mommy's gonna
penises.
make some noises and daddy's gonna make some noises.
Oh, no, there's my
And
line.
you know
There's
what?
my line. We are heading into Rebo. Nope, we're talking, we're not talking Rebo reviews yet. We're going to do, like, the tiniest, shortest will you cue the music of all time. So, I'm going to do a little music break here because I feel like the audience needs a moment, and so do I.
F1 in the group chat.
F1 in the group
F1
chat?
in the group chat.
F1 in the group chat. Max Verstappen, is that you?
Kick
I'm
W.
just gonna call him Daddy Max, even though we're the same age.
Daddy Poggers.
Daddy Verstapp. That's pretty good. Daddy Verstapp. We have
Unless
Daddy
I would-
Faja, Father Daddy, and then we have Daddy Verstapp.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. All right. But right now we're not going to be talking about daddies. We're going to be cueing the music a little bit. The radio's on. It's just not tuned to the right station.
Thanks for saying I'm out of tune.
Oh.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It was on purpose. Take the reins, Big Daddy.
I thought you said we weren't talking about daddy's fucking liar. Anyways, so I just really wanted to get everyone's reaction from Lord's new song. And, like, you know, it's been a while since she's made a song. I think it's 2016 was the last time she made music, or 2014, some shit like that. You can tell I'm
Something
a big
like that,
fan. She put out a new song called Solar Power. If you must know, I did listen to it. It's got some little vibes in it, but I didn't vibe with it fully. This isn't Lord like we knew her. This is different. But I just kind of want to get everyone's opinion on the cover, the album cover here. It looks
it's up on
like
the screen right now.
it kind of looks like if you were in the Attack on Titan universe. She's kind of like running over you like that. But except it's showing
it's a lot of cheek. I'm a little scared of the vag, to be honest. It's a lot of vag shot going on for me.
Yeah, like you gotta kind of, if you just focus on the back and don't look at the front.
If you stare at it for too long, it just turns into a weird mishmash of body-colored shapes. And it's a little like...
It does. That is kind of weird.
Like, it kind of looks like there's, like, someone leaning back with their, like, legs in the air. I think it's interesting. Now, I'm going to roast it a little bit.
You're going to roast her vagina.
You said you didn't like it that much. Yeah,
Pull back the meat.
have you ever seen those TikToks of, like, I'm definitely way too close to the mic. I'll back up, audience. Have you guys ever seen those TikToks where like it just frame phrases on someone like
It what? Excuse
freeze
me.
frames?
It does what, Becca?
It
frame phrases? Yeah, go on. Frame phrases. Frame phrases.
Frames. It freezes frames on like a point in their movement, and it's like a little blurry. It just looks like it was made on TikTok.
Maybe that was the vibe she was going for with solar power.
Or it's like a Barbie doll that's been painted over.
Maybe she was going for shitty TikTok music.
But there's no turn.
Have you guys heard it?
Sorry, Bella. No. Is it good? Is it shitty TikTok music? Who knows?
I mean, I can listen to it more and talk about it next week in like fullness.
How about that? A take-home assignment.
Oh God, don't make it sound like homework. I'm so sick of hearing fucking Backyardigan music. Like, it was funny at first, and now I'm so fucking... Will you cue the music? No, I won't. Backyardigans. Fuck off.
Oh.
Salt!
You're my best.
Becca, I want you to know I can disconnect both of you from this chat right now.
This is no longer the Empty Podcast. It's just the Will Podcast, and he's salty.
All right, Faith. I talked about my hatred of the album cover. It has just apparently gone from I'm going to judge it a little to absolute hatred. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I don't really have too many thoughts about it. That's because I don't have any thoughts in my brain at all. But, yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
how
it looks
old
like
is
an
she
album
right
cover.
now?
Let's check
Isn't she
it
like
out.
30?
No, she is not.
I think she's in her... Lord, I'm searching it up. She's from New Zealand.
She's 24.
Why is her-
Okay.
Oh my god, she's
Excuse
like
me?
2 years older than us, and I'm like,
No,
she's 1
a
year older than us. And I'm like, isn't
Wait, no,
she
she's 2.
30?
She's turning 25 this year. Yeah, you're right. She's 2 years older than us.
Oh, okay. So
That's
she's basically
uncomfy.
30.
Here, let me drop a Lord in chat. Fuck, I can't.
Okay, can we talk about her name for a second? Ella Marija Lani Yelek Connor.
Excuse me?
I think I had a stroke.
Well,
I'm not
her
sure.
name is Lord.
Her,
Yeah.
her
Her
name
and
Ella-
Max Verstappen would not be a good couple. They don't look that good together.
I think,
she's
okay.
pretty.
I'm seeing them side by side, and I'm not enjoying the image.
How did you say her name, Faith?
I don't even want to try again. I feel like I absolutely butchered it.
It just...
Whew, let me try this again. Ella Maria. There's that
That
stroke
was
again.
not. There's nothing there. That was
Okay.
a
That
full
was the stroke.
four.
That was the
Here's-
stroke hitting me with a goddamn
Here's my
fork.
attempt, okay?
Okay.
I think it's...
Yeah.
Should I attempt as well?
Sure.
Yes.
Let me pull up her name.
Let's make this
So-
an offend Lord today party.
No, I don't. I really have a strong idea of what it is.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's... Okay, so... Ella's obvious for the first name. I think that J makes a yeah noise, so it's Maria.
Oh.
Lonnie Yellick O'Connor.
I was thinking
Well,
Germanic.
now I'm gonna sound the exact same.
Wow,
Ella
you cheater!
Maria Lani Yelakokana.
Oh, God.
I quit.
Beauty.
Try it again.
She does kind of look 30 in some images, but she's a cool gal. She's having fun in the sun, and good for her.
I honestly thought she was a lot
Her
older
butt
than us.
looks nice. Feminism, empowerment.
Yeah.
You really sound enthusiastic
really-
about that, Becca. That sounds like a
She's
genuine
not really
opinion.
ever in the spotlight, which is interesting because
Now she is,
She
though.
was so big.
Now she's in the spotlight
She does
again.
philanthropy.
Is she?
She's a philanthropist.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
It means she does charity work and shit.
So-
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, you know when they call Tony Stark a philanthropist in Avengers,
Mm-hmm.
the first one? Kind of think of like that. Then you should
Okay.
know.
She's
Okay,
not
okay.
a playboy or a genius. She's just a musician.
You forgot
does.
the billionaire.
Yeah. I'll just say it. The reason why I can't appreciate Lord's body positivity is because my mind is just always on Billie Eilish right now. It's either Max Verstappen or Billie Eilish is all I'm thinking about.
Hey, Billie Eilish is
with
right here.
Fortnite
on Google.
sprinkled on top.
Dude.
I know she's actually
Her middle name is Pirate.
Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish, Pirate Baird O'Connell.
We love that.
Okay,
Okay.
don't speak for me.
I will speak for you any day, baby. When you go mute,
So,
that's
we're
the
just
day
going
I'll
to
go
take a
mute.
I'm just going to continue the podcast while they fight. We're going to take a little venture into Reba reviews this week. I'm starting to feel a little more relaxed, not as high energy as I was at the beginning.
Not when you were thinking about a Dutch guy's penis, who looks like he farted.
I was not thinking about his penis. I'm like, how did his penis come up in conversation? It's because Max Verstappen is dating a supermodel.
Yeah.
And then Faith brought up his penis. Thank you. And she said that he must have a really nice penis. And I said, do Dutch people have nice dicks? And that was it, Max. I did not
No cap.
sexually manipulate your body over the internet.
If Max if you are listening,
I'm sorry, sir.
Actually, I'm just talking to Michelle right now. Do not ask Max that. That is so
Max,
inappropriate.
if you can answer down
Yo,
below,
Max,
that'd
what's
be
your
great.
length? If you would tell us just like
Michelle,
what the
if
proportion
you know,
is.
I hate you guys. Imagine a world where I run into this human being. This is how I think all the time. Is like, what if one day somehow I run into this human being? This might be the anxiety, and they're like, so I listened to that episode of the podcast, and then I would just stand there and hyperventilate and be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Shut
I didn't
down.
call you ugly. I called you ugly handsome. I don't know what to say. I hope your model girlfriend's doing well.
I hope your model girlfriend likes her dick.
Okay, moving on. Goodbye, Max. Hello, Billy.
Do you guys want to know something really quickly that I just found out right now?
Is it about his
Okay.
penis?
No. Unfortunately,
I'm just trying to make
it's
that
not.
as uncomfortable as possible.
Oh, I'm just reading the ages of everyone. I didn't know Adele was 33 years old. Holy fuck, I can't talk.
She's 33
But that
euros.
Gautier guy, that
That's somebody
Gautier
that we used to
guy,
know?
yeah, he's 41 years old.
Ooh, I don't
That I
like that.
believe.
Iggy
That I do
Azalea's
believe.
30. Oh my god, I can't believe
I forgot
all
about
these
her.
people are this old. Anyways, go on about Billie Eilish.
Okay. I'm in love with Billie Eilish, but nothing else. I'm just in love with Billie Eilish.
Talk about the Lost Cause music video, like you really want to.
Yes, I am going to be talking about the Lost Cause music video, but for anyone who listens to this podcast, when we did our episode on, was it the Grammys looks?
I think so.
Hate Harry Styles
I hosted her
episode.
look.
Yeah.
I don't love Harry Styles
No, but
episode.
hey,
I think the episode was actually entitled I'm Sorry, Billie Eilish or something.
Yeah.
Because I needed to be on her good side. This episode is actually going to be entitled I'm Sorry, Max Verstappen.
That definitely won't draw his attention.
Definitely not.
His wife is going to come up to him
but-
with the video. She's going to be like, who are these people? Why are they sorry? And then they're actually going to listen
What
to
did
it.
you do? And he'll realize I'm just a fuck boy from Ontario, so we don't have to worry about
Fuck
anything.
girl.
He'll find you.
But okay, a couple of things I wanted to talk about Billie Eilish. I'm sure everyone knows she recently just had this change in style with her British Vogue cover, and wow. I'm sending an image. One will be on screen right now.
Send it.
It is completely again like different than anything she's ever worn before.
Oh.
And I read
That
an
looks
article about it.
extremely photoshopped.
I don't think it is. I think she's just wearing a corset. Thanks for the comment. Positive comment.
I mean, I'm not meaning that in like in a bad way. I mean like just openly saying from my shitty ass eyesight point of view.
Oh, my files are too powerful. I'm trying to send more photos of my love, Billie Eilish. But regardless, so she posted all these new photos of herself and, you know, just kind of embracing her body and her femininity. And, you know, she got responses talking about, you know, how it's nice to see someone of her size being proud of their body. And, like,
what the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Kidding me? Yeah, I'm like, what a backhanded compliment. And I think Billie said that as well. She's like, oh yeah, fuck you. I was like, hell yeah. It's just such an interesting transition, in my opinion, from when we last talked about her in her baggy clothes, not showing her body, to this very different image. And
I mean, I'm proud of her for being confident enough to do it.
I think it's because she turned like 19. And then she came out with this song Power, which is all about, you know, talking about like older men like taking advantage of young women and sexualizing them, and just kind of throwing shade at them, which is awesome. And so that was amazing. And then even more recently, she put out the song and video for Lost Cause. And the video is supposed to be just her kind of hanging out with her friends and having a good time. This video is just gay bait in my eyes.
The queer bait.
I was just, I'm just in awe, honestly. And I don't know if it's just me, but she just seems so comfortable in her skin. And that's why I think that she looks so gorgeous, is because like, even when she was wearing baggy clothing, I thought she was beautiful because she just was confident in who she was. Well, and that's what I respect about her.
They say confidence really actually makes like the person the most attractive, right? So if you could be wearing literally a burlap sack and you could have like the most like confident like output.
Like, that's the thing.
Ever.
She looks like absolutely gorgeous in like masculine clothing, and she looks absolutely gorgeous in feminine clothing. So it's just like I kind of want her around. To punch me.
Whoa.
I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
So the Lost Cause music video.
The Lost Closet.
First off, I lost it apparently. I came Narnia. Out, it's gone.
It's Narnia.
I love the video just because of its simplicity, and you can see how much she's having fun. But I also love the song. I think it's a beep boop bop. Ooh. And I am so cringing from the way I just said that.
Whipped out the puns, guys.
I whipped out the puns, but Will, did you listen to it when I sent it?
I didn't. No.
Wow.
This motherfucker. Every single week I listen to your shit, and I sent a lovely song. It's so good. And I don't listen to songs on repeat, but it has her kind of, raspy whisper singing, which I like. I know it's not for everyone, but I think it sounds amazing. But it's a little bit more upbeat than some of her other music, and to me it's just like, this is gonna sound so bad, why am I so bad at describing music? It's just like a good song to vibe to. It's like slow and easy to listen to, and it has a good beat.
It's because of the beat. That's why it seems, hey, I didn't say stop. So listening to it right now, I'm catching a bit of it right now. I can definitely hear what you're saying. It's definitely got that super slow, hazy, kind of lazy beat to it, right? And then like her voice is so like, her voice almost sounds like she's, like you said, mumbling. And yeah, you're right. It's not for a lot of people. Another artist who does that is Joji, but he with his rapping, it's really hard to understand sometimes. But yeah, like she really has that hazy singing, and then she starts to pick it up a little bit, it sounds like. Like really for the chorus here, it's sounding like
I just like the bass and the reverb on it and that kind of stuff.
Like
It's very, like-
And it's just one of those good it's just a sexy song, and she looks so hot in the music video. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I'm very particular with people I'm attracted to, and I'm more attracted to personality than anything. And so, like, I'll have celebrity crushes for, like, I'll be like, yeah, a week, and I'll be like, I don't know them, though, so I get over it.
Didn't you ever crush on Adam Driver for, like, a whole, like, 2 months?
Yeah, but Adam Driver's different. Okay, it's those weird men where I'm, like, disgusted with them as a human being. I'm like, oh, they're disgusting. And then something changes, and I'm like, oh my God.
Are you saying
I
Adam
don't
Driver's
think they're disgusting anymore. Oh, I thought so at first. I'll be honest. When I was like watching Star Wars, I was like, ew. No, not for me. And then you kept on thirsting over him, and a switch flipped, and I ended up on Adam Driver TikTok. I wonder if there's Max Verstappen TikTok.
Dude, do you know what my
be on
excuse
it.
was, though? I was like 16 and horny as fuck because of hormones. What's your excuse?
Yeah, Becca, what is your excuse?
I'm on new medication.
I will call
I
you
don't know. He
out.
seems like a funny guy. And you know what? He is married with a kid, and it ends at that. I can appreciate someone's looks, and there seem to be personality over the internet and stuff like that. But it doesn't mean anything. I don't know the guy. I can just be like, good for you. You're killing it. And Billie Eilish is the first person, really. Like, I remember saying, you know, I always thought Mila Kunis was really beautiful.
Oh, gosh, she's hot.
And, like, I realized now, I'm like, I just thought she was fucking hot.
Yeah.
I thought she was really cute. Billie Eilish does something. I don't know. Like, I just...
Like, she just
going
hits
from the last
differently.
episode, what a transformation. Like, I read her interviews because I used to be in broadcasting, so sometimes I read articles on that stuff, and just the way that she holds herself in the media, and, you know, talks about, you know, body confidence and her thoughts on the music industry. It's just such a fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want and make myself happy attitude that, to me, that's one of the most attractive parts, is just like that kind of badass, I guess it's just that kind of badass vibe where you're just like, you know, same with Adam Driver, is like he had that kind of badass energy when he was like Kylo Ren, and like that, I think that's why people like him as Kylo Ren, is because he looked like this like badass guy with a lightsaber. And then
I think it was more
Billie
like
Eilish
because
is
he
this, like,
acted like an emo teenage boy who had daddy issues.
okay,
or
well,
whatever.
I can have an opinion. But Billie Eilish is just like, it's interesting to see her turn into a woman, and I'm just like, honestly, I'm kind of in awe of her, even as like someone who's in a very, very committed relationship, and I love my boyfriend. Just from that perspective, I'm like, I think she's awesome. I just think she's awesome.
Would you say that she's on like the list of celebrities that you would be totally okay with cheating on your boyfriend with, or so long as he was completely consenting to it?
Oh, if he was consensual tomorrow.
That's fair.
She's my number one celebrity crush right now.
Okay, wait. So would
That's
you
fair.
say, like, if you had like a one that, you know, like if you and Sam, I said his name. I'm sorry.
No, I say his name
She
all the
said-
time.
she said
If
his
you
name
and
earlier,
Sam
yeah.
had like one cheat person right now, Billy, would Billy be yours?
Billy would be the one.
What about
Yeah.
you, Faith? Who's your cheat?
Who's my cheat? I don't have a cheat. I'm not in a relationship. I single.
I mean, if you were.
Faye's like, I can fuck whoever I want.
I mean, with their consent, yes, but I mean, I don't have any particular like. Oh, actually, that's a lie.
You don't have a celebrity crush
That is
right now?
that is a huge fucking lie right now, because this is gonna be a good segue if we're gonna head into the BTS meal eventually. So the BTS Festa thing like just happened. Like it's like the anniversary of like their debut and like their first coming onto the scene. And I don't know if you guys know anything about like Korea's like strictness on like body art or like body modifications, but Jungkook has a whole ass sleeve tattoo and it's killing me because like we never got to see it before. And all of a sudden he's starting to wear these like short ass sleeve shirts. Like he's starting to actually like expose every single like little tattoo, like a little tease and whatnot. And eventually, like recently, just to, you know, top it all off with a good old fuck you to all the fans, he gets a goddamn eyebrow piercing. And he looks fucking like chef's kiss, like sin on a stick.
Oh my god.
I have never been so attracted to a man before. I'm so
glad I'm not the only one out here.
I'm going
and
to show you a picture.
You know what? I don't judge you, Faith.
Thank you.
Even though y'all motherfuckers judge me for Adam Driver and Max Verstappen and even Billie Eilish in the
I am not judging you for Billie Eilish or Adam Driver. I'm judging you for the Formula One shark dude.
Look, I'm judging me too, but I can't change how I feel. I think he's a cool person.
Becca, I love you.
I think Billie Eilish is still number one, but I'm not going to say, hey, Faith, I'm not attracted to Jungkook. Your taste sucks.
The only taste that you have that's like negative in my eyes is just the F1 guy. Like otherwise, it's like, bro, I totally am 100%.
I mean, in my defense, I get it, right? I get where you're coming from. But like, he has blonde hair and blue eyes, just like my boyfriend. So I'm just gonna say that's the reason.
Aw, that's pretty gay. I love it.
Nice.
Let me see if Twitter's got anything. Because Twitter's been like.
Do I think that my boyfriend is a better looking version of him? 100%.
Oh God, yeah. Let me see.
Okay, well, who's your cheat? You didn't say it. You're hiding it from us.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until after. I shouldn't have asked this question because I actually don't have a cheat. Like,
did you hear? I dropped my pen in rage. I think he was just trying to expose us.
No, okay, you know what it's called, Becca? It's called filler, all right? I'm the reason the podcast is at 47 minutes right now. Got it, sweetie?
All right.
No,
got it. No, you can take the reins, and we can move on from my love for Billie Eilish. All right, well, you can run the frenemies section. Go for it. Talk about the frenemies drama all by yourself.
All by myself? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're just going to hop on with this conversation.
Bye. I'll just end the podcast now. This is a perfect ending.
Okay. He's confident now. Go for it.
No, I mean, like, I'll literally end the podcast right now. So thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. I don't know if these bitches are still here or not. But, you know, maybe we'll be back next week. Maybe it'll be just me.
Are we having a frenemies breakup? Are we breaking up like frenemies?
I don't even...
It's the end of an era.
It's done. If we get back together, we'll let you know on Twitter, but that's honestly probably not gonna happen. So I hope you enjoyed. What was
I'm gonna make 8 videos
12?
Trashing Will
on your kitchen floor.
Yeah, on my kitchen floor. I'm gonna be like, he lied. I called his wife a C word and he got mad. Are you kidding me? Welcome to frenemies. So, just briefly, I'm gonna say this because I think me and Will were discussing this before, and from my knowledge, Will, you agreed. Frenemies is huge. Everyone loved it, and I listened to it occasionally. It was so hard for me to get through an episode, and I want to know if anyone else felt this way. Let us know in the comments or tweet us on Twitter. I struggled getting through an episode because it was just them arguing the whole time, and like, I don't know why. Like, I'm gonna get some hate because I'm shitting on Gilmore Girls, but like, it's the same reason why I don't like Gilmore Girls, because it's just people arguing with each other.
It's pretty rough.
It's hard to watch. I'm like, I don't want to listen to this. This isn't
like
it's making me more stressed out than anything.
Yeah, like to me, when I'm listening to a podcast, which is, very rarely these days, because I don't know, I only like listening to podcasts when I'm working, and I can't right now while I'm working. But I want I want to get something from the podcast. I don't want to just feel like they're talking at my ears, or like in the case of frenemies, just arguing with each other, and then I'm just kind of there. Yeah. It's like, well, this is kind of awkward. Why am I spending my time listening to this?
You're at a friend's house and their parents start fighting, and you're just sitting at the dinner table, like.
It's just like, okay.
I wish I wasn't here.
It is uncomfortable, and I understand that some people, they love the drama and they live for the beef or whatever, but I don't know. I just think it's really like,
for what?
And
cause?
You know what? Trisha was so good for a couple weeks, and it's so insane that like 3 or 4 weeks ago, Ethan and Trisha were tweeting about how they're best friends and they love each other. And the most awkward part, so they broke up for a couple reasons. I mean, I know Trisha has mental health issues, but part of those mental health issues is just she flips on people. Like, it's just like she goes into this rage mode and can't control herself. So she walked out on the podcast, not the first time this has happened. And this time, well, I kind of believe Ethan, and he says that she said they had to, she wanted him to fire his whole team that worked on the podcast. And he has his own podcast that's very successful, and she's like mad because she wants it to be completely theirs and completely new. And it's like, he agreed to like hire a producer and, all these things she wanted, but why would he fire all these people when he knows they do good work and it's his like podcast producing company? It's like, it was a lot of drama. And so Trisha posted like 8 fucking videos about it. Ethan posted one just being like, hey, I know Trisha's really mad right now and she's kind of going off the rails. I just want to defend my team because they are getting harassed, and I'm trying to create a stable work environment for them, like any person would want. So I gotta say, like, I don't know how people didn't see this coming, because Trisha does it every single fucking time. And the worst thing is that she's marrying Ethan's brother-in-law. So it's like, you're doing 8 videos and they're in the family.
It's a little weird.
Like, yeah, right? That's what I don't get. Like, okay, Trisha, she like literally lives. So Ethan's married to Hila, and Moses is Hila's brother. And Moses and Trisha just bought a house together and they're engaged.
Jesus.
So it's like, you still have to see these people at family events. They're invited to your wedding. Are you going to take that back? Like, it makes me cringe. Just the thought of it. And I think some people would be like, oh my God, that's hilarious. That's so good. If it was me, I would dread this. But like, Moses is probably like, she's probably spitting shit about his sister and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I can only imagine how uncomfortable it would be to be in that situation right now.
I'm sorry, has anyone seen the proposal photos for them?
Yes, yeah.
Can I just...
She's dressed as Jasmine.
It's... I hear... Copy.
It's a look. Now, you know what's really funny is Moses posted a TikTok of him, like, with the International Super Spy song in the background or whatever, and he's, like, unplugging the Wi-Fi. So then Trisha would like stop posting videos. I thought that was funny. And that he was laughing about it. But it's just this consistency of Trisha's I was talking to my sister about this. I'm like, she's going to make 8 videos. She's going to throw a fucking fit. And then a week or 2 from now, she's going to post an apology and take it all back and all this stuff. It's just the classic Trisha. Like, I don't know what to even say about it at this point. Like, how did people not expect this?
So to me, this is all, I know there's Trisha drama, but this is like relatively fresh for me. So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd want to be in, who is it, Moses?
Associated.
I don't want to be in his position right now. Especially just like, it's really awkward now that there's almost this constant drama between them. And you married his brother.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, I think sometimes Ethan in the past on the podcast, and I'm sorry, Faith, because you really haven't listened to it, but he can be insensitive, and he can egg her on and be an asshole and make the situation worse. But in this case, I didn't see that. I saw him being like, you know, hey, Trisha, I didn't like that you said that, but let's just move on.
Yeah, it's the stuff that you don't see behind closed doors, right?
Yeah, so we can only speak on so much, but it's the fact that this is not new for Trisha Paytas. That's where the change of pace comes in, where she does this all the fucking time. So there comes a point where you're like, is it Ethan? Is he lying? Maybe he's changing the story, or, you know, he interpreted it a different way. But Trisha, you've done this like 10 times. Like, it's like the boy who called wolf. Like, it's just like, I can't keep blaming other people.
Yeah, it's like
for
you don't
you
listen to the
freaking
line.
out. Yeah, so I just don't get how people are surprised.
I know, yeah. Like, if this has been the history with her, we couldn't
Disappointed
expect
but
that.
not shocked.
Disappointed but not shocked. So I give it a month or two, and then she's gonna be like, you know, me and Ethan have been talking and we're back on good terms and all that kind of stuff. But she really did shit on the podcast a lot, and she was like, oh, this is so low budget and this is so terrible, and we never produce my ideas, and her ideas are like doing ribbon dancing. And he's like, well, it's hard to set that up in 2 days. Like,
Yeah, it's not something you just kind
it
of
takes
throw
a
together.
while. Yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting, but I think there's more to come, honestly. I don't know if it's going to get better or worse, but
We're here for it.
we're here for it. I don't know what's better drama is, just Gabby Hanna or Trisha, or they're a dynamic duo of
I
terribleness.
get Gabby Hanna's live, like her TikTok, her lives come up on my For You page all the fucking time.
You know what comes up on my page is people being concerned about Gabby Hanna's well-being. They're like, I think she's not okay. Like, I saw this TikTok today that's like a male nurse, and he's like walking in on my dementia patient.
I saw
and
that
it's
one.
just like videos of Gabby Hanna, and he's like, I'm just gonna leave now. And I'm like, yeah, I see that.
Do you guys remember when
I thought
Gabby
it was
Hanna
funny.
made like a fake Bo Burnham account to make it look like they were dating?
Oh, we are gonna actually. I think we should talk about that next week. I think
Yes.
next week we should talk about his new comedy special.
Oh, does that mean
Yeah.
I have to watch it?
And
Yes.
it does.
I haven't even watched
I
it
don't
yet,
like
but-
watching comedy specials.
I've watched it and I really liked
do I
it.
go to Netflix?
So
Is it on Netflix?
homework is Bo Burnham, and we will be talking about Bo Burnham's new comedy special. I'll watch it for a second time.
Oh, great, you can watch it for me.
Because I liked it. No, you have to
When
watch
am I
it.
gonna watch this?
It's very music based, so hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Oh yeah, he's always been like that. Yeah.
Okay, let's...
And we're gonna talk about that next week. But to finish off the podcast, because we are at almost an hour now, I don't know, Faith or Will, which one of you sent it in the group chat?
It
This
was Will.
hilarious photo.
But he tagged
Well,
me.
so Will sent this either last week. Did we talk about last week or the week before?
The BTS?
the week
Yeah,
before.
was it Pride Week or the week before?
The week
I
before.
think it was the week before, yeah.
Okay. So 2 weeks ago, we talked about the BTS meal at McDonald's.
Scrumptious.
And we talked about, you know, the overpriced T-shirts and sweaters and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the robe.
So a couple things. The robe. So first off, Will said he tried it.
Yes, I did try...
I need a review. We need a review.
Okay, I'll break it down for you really quickly. So, The meal's just like a meal, right? It's literally, I think they called, I don't know exactly what it was. I don't know if it was like, oh, this is what BTS prefers from McDonald's as a meal or whatever. But it was just like a 10-piece fries and a drink. We went over that before. The big thing, not the sauces, not the cups, but if you can get a crisp, uncrinkled, no grease BTS bag, you can sell that for so much.
Unheard of.
So,
really?
People are
Unfortunately,
selling,
yeah.
it's kind of fucked up. No, but
It's really fucked
On my
up.
way to McDonald's.
hold them at gunpoint so you can get all their BTS bags. So yeah, it just tasted like a normal meal or whatever, but the sauces were
Did you try
I
both
tried
of
both
them?
of them. I took a little, I
Okay.
took a dive into both of them, you could say.
Do you remember what they're called? Faith, you know.
The
Oh,
sweet
God.
chili sauce and the Cajun.
Okay, what did you think of the sweet chili out of 10?
I
And then
think
give us a flavor
a
stack.
flavor stack.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to give that. I need to try it right now in order to give that to you, but I can like kind of give you
okay.
vibes that I remember. So
Give me the vibes.
the echo of the vibes for the sauce was like it was sweet a little bit at the start, and then like right at the end it was just like a little pop, but it wasn't anything like great to me. The sweet was really there though. It if I remember, I need to try it. I guess I'll just get them for the next podcast and try them live.
Oh my gosh, wait, live
ASMR
eating
style.
on the podcast?
No, it's literally like live dipping my finger in and going, tastes like that, and then I throw it away. More cultural appropriation.
Ooh.
So
Cultural appropriation coming in. And what about the Cajun?
I didn't even give the other one a rating. I would have given the sweet chili one like I think I'm being generous with 5. I really did not prefer that one. It just missed. It was a
Okay.
miss.
That's fair.
Okay.
The Cajun one though, I enjoyed that one.
Oh.
It felt like it was a little, I don't want to say creamy. It definitely had a more consistent spiciness that I really like, because for some reason I'm digging spicy food right now. So it was that.
We love it for you,
Yeah, it
sis.
was that like
You're feeling
I am.
spicy.
I'm just a little fiery today, you know. So yeah, it kind
totally.
of had this like zesty, spicy taste all the way through. I'm getting really deep into this McDonald's sauce.
I just want to hear
Well-
your opinion, because I can't have any sauce whatsoever, like spice whatsoever, because I'm white as fuck and I would die on the inside. So
I'm white too.
I'm living through you.
You're living through me.
All
yeah,
right.
I think like
The reason why...
okay, 8 out of 10 for the
Sorry.
Cajun sauce. Go on, Becca.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
You
to rush
rushed me
you.
twice. I really don't appreciate that.
Oh my god, why are mommy and daddy fighting?
I know you're being sarcastic, but I'm nervous. Okay, the
My
reason
coworkers
why
say
we
that to
are
me at work all
discussing
the time.
this- Because that's just you. I'm just like, I know you're joking, but sometimes I'm like, oh my god. Okay, this was an amazing screenshot that Will
Oh,
sent.
boy.
It is a TikTok. I'm gonna give her a shout out at Zon, just ZON on TikTok. And you know, it's a cute little TikTok of her in front of the McDonald's, and it says in all caps. In all caps, please do not, and then lowercase, buy the, I'll have it on screen as well, BTS meal if you don't stan them. You're preventing actual BTS fans who've been waiting for months from having the BTS meal experience.
Oh my god.
Eating the sauce without understanding their significance is literally cultural appropriation, and it's not okay.
Like, how the
Hashtag
fuck?
BTS meal, hashtag cultural appropriation, hashtag for you page, hashtag BTS. Queen.
That's you know, that's a real thing someone said. So
I want to
hate that
know
so much.
your initial thoughts when you saw this, Will, because like
okay, so I looked
can't.
at it, and then I did like a little gasp. I covered my eyes. I was like, I can't be seeing this. And I looked at my boyfriend.
You're
I was
like,
like, I
I
cannot
ate the
fucking
meal.
believe what I just saw. And it just blew my fucking mind. That's how we're...
And may I say, this video has, like, at the point you, like, screenshotted it, like, 7,000 likes.
I wonder if I can find the video.
That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm trying to find her.
I love how all of us are, like...
We're, like, all on TikTok. We're like, where the fuck is she? What was her name? At Zon?
Zon.
At Zon, but I can't find her.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe
she got bullied into taking it down.
Maybe.
Surprised. I can't find it. I always miss out on all the good TikToks.
Or maybe she changed.
Well, regardless,
user.
I just think it's absolutely hilarious to hear that someone thinks it's cultural appropriation to eat a sauce, and those are why people don't like BTS fans.
Oh god, I know, and I'm so...
What are your thoughts, Faith? This is your culture.
This is my culture they're appropriating. Oh my god. Ooh, ooh. No.
Does it hurt you that I have the BTS sauce? Is your soul pained right now?
I am in so much pain because you had the sauce and I couldn't. Oh god, it's like I want it. Like this makes me want to like fly into space and scream, but there's like no like vacuum in space, so you can't scream, so there's no sound. Anyways,
Really?
I can't. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like it just.
I get it. No, I'm on her side.
Oh god. Like you remember how loud?
I'm with her.
Like the last time we were talking about it, I was ranting because there's a. Like, because I hate capitalism and I hate, like, the idea that, you know, BTS is just being used as, like a marketing tactic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is, like, the exact reason why I hate it so much that they're being used. Because people, they are a treasure. They are a treasure in Korea. Like, they are, like, the top of the top. And that kind of thing. Like, they are literally cultural icons and they are recognized as such by the country. They even passed a law that could exempt certain people from the mandatory like military service or something. Like they could extend their time like away from it, just for the boys. And they're being.
I just hope that she was joking.
Yeah,
oh, God, I don't think she
like,
is.
Genuinely,
that is the
I
absolute...
hope it is.
See, the worst part is that I can see how she thinks that and how she's interpreted that way. And
the problem is, I can imagine a BTS stan, like a 13-year-old BTS stan saying this. I think that's where the hilarity comes in.
Yeah.
It's just like, I know they think this way, and I don't. It's a sauce!
Level of cringe.
It's a nuggie!
Seriously, it's 10
It's a nuggie.
Chicken McNuggets, a drink, some sauce, and some fries. There's nothing culturally appropriating about it. I understand that the sauces are only like...
maybe they're culturally appropriating American culture by having a classic American restaurant.
Becca. I want to kill myself. No. Like the sauces themselves are kind of like a specialty like for like the Korean menu, because like every menu and like all around the world for McDonald's is completely different. Like there's different things. I believe they have a kimchi burger in Korea, which baffles me because it's like, why don't we have the kimchi burger as like the culturally like diverse thing that they're introducing into the meal? But then I do recognize that some of the members probably did come together like to agree about like what the meal was supposed to be, or like whatever. It's just I hate that some people genuinely believe that it's culturally appropriative just because the sauces are almost like a specialty for the Korean menu. I feel like that's
just
exactly
because the sauces have some chili in them.
Some
Dijon mustard. Oh, well, what a wonderful way to end the podcast with just Faith's undeniable rage.
Oh my.
Just Oh, just, you know what, Faith? Tonight when you're going to bed,
Just scream.
I want you to think of dipping Max Verstappen in some sweet chili sauce and just eating him right up.
Oh God.
Becca.
I hate
Okay, no,
that
Becca.
I immediately imagined something different.
Should I leave the podcast or am I canceled?
No, it really
again?
sounds like that's what you're going to be dreaming of, but to make it not sound like it came from you, you want Faith to dream about that.
Yeah, that's exactly what was happening.
So
I
you
mean,
have
if you
fun
guys- if you-
dipping him in the sweet
Dipping
chili
him.
sauce. Enjoy,
Which of the
you
7
enjoy
members are gonna
eating
dip
him
in the
up.
sweet chili?
Oh, yeah, I definitely will.
No, y'all
Wait,
know
will
I'm
you
not
just,
gonna
like-
sleep because the videos and photos I sent of Jungkook to you. So I'm not gonna sleep.
No,
at
I'm
all.
just gonna send bad photos of Max Verstappen to you every day. Just because I know how much. I brought it up. I'm like, oh, me and my friend were saying how he's ugly, handsome. And you guys went, you mean ugly, and just are ruined by it, apparently.
You know, I didn't say he was ugly. I just said that he looks like he sharted.
You know what, Faith? If you're attracted to someone who sharts, I don't judge
I
you.
do.
Yeah, I was about to take that back.
I was gonna say.
I don't judge you that much.
Um,
I love you, Faith, but I would call you a little desperate at that point.
I love you too, Becca, and I would really appreciate that. If I ever
But
get
it's
to
a
that point,
human
please shoot
thing,
me.
and sometimes you shart, and we love you for it.
Thank you.
All right, everyone.
My shards appreciate you.
My name's... Aw. This episode was fucking weird.
all right, everyone. So thanks for listening to the Empty Podcast. This was episode 12. Did we say at the start? 13. We're on episode 13,
We've already lost
honey.
count, guys.
That's fine. That's just because we record so many episodes. Like, how could we keep count? So,
That's true.
yeah, everyone, have a good night. Stay empty. And most importantly, stay listening.
Oh my god, he just took the
Oh
reins.
my god.
That's that. I stopped
sexy.
recording.
Beautiful.
That was sexy.